Hello everyone, EpicAwesomeGamer here. Welcome back to Terraria. So, what have we done? We've done a bunch of stuff, actually, before I forget. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to take a bit of a break. We are not going to be doing anything massive. You'll notice this thing. This is actually a lizard furnace. I think that's how it's pronounced. This is basically the underground temple. In the jungle. This is to take on the Golem, which is the next big boss. We're not going to bother doing any boss battles today. Instead, we're going to spend the day fishing. Right? We've got a couple of things that were going on since last time. So last video, we defeated Plantera. That's fine. We ended up, I ended up actually going to take a quick look into where the dungeon was to see if I could get myself some better equipment. I literally only spent a little bit of time in the dungeon. There really wasn't worth anything going in there for. I might go in this video, but I did pick up the Kraken, which is the third best yo-yo in the game. There is the Eye of Cthulhu, which is better, and there is the the Eye of Cthulhu and shoot, what is the other one? The Terrarian, which is a drop from the Moon Lord, which is the final boss. So that's all well and good. I got the Kraken. I was happy with that. There's a couple of other things I can get in there. There's a wisp in a bottle, which is brighter than the pixie that I've got now, for a friend, her pet, light pet. So I've decided to, of course, I forgot. I've decided to ignore them because I'm not interested in that. I've done some redecorating, some remodeling. I've moved the alchemy table up here. I've brought my angler here to do do quests. So they're all here. So this video, we're just going to do a bunch of silly things. We're just going to have a bit of fun. We're not going to do anything drastic, nothing big, nothing interesting. I've torn down the area that I had for King Slime because I don't really care about that right now. I want to do fishing. We're going to do fishing. You know what? We've been playing some of the Stardew Valley, where I've been doing fishing, which is driven me crazy. We're going to do some fishing here. Now, of course, we're going to have to wait for the next day before we can get a new fishing quest, but that's fine. I can wait till the morning. That'll be 4:30 in the morning. For now, what I'm going to do, just to, in the interest of keeping you guys abreast of what's going on, I'm going to go over to the dungeon. And we'll just quickly dive in there. There's really not that much in there that I care about. I can get a handful of pieces of equipment that might be useful. Nothing that really interests me. I did get enough for the ink charm. So the only thing that I was missing for that was the what was I missing? Armor polish. And I got the armor polish, and actually, oh shoot, hi Lisa, I forgot to move you. Anyway, that's fine. So I needed the armor polish. That was the last piece. I did get the armor polish, so that's cool. Actually, while we're falling in here, there is one thing I do want to get. There's a corruption chest in here, and I didn't have a key for it last time. So I'm just going to quickly just spend a little bit of time in here, see if I can get something. The wings are great. I mean, being able to just do this, just fall straight down without worrying about it. The mobs here are insane. We've got a godly Kraken, so that's good. I'm not really interested in anything else. I've got a bunch of money already, so nothing really interests me. You'll notice that the casters and whatnot have massive ricochets for stuff. So that's cool. And you can get the ectoplasm from these guys as well. I don't remember exactly who generates ectoplasm. But again, I don't really care. This is not a corruption chest. This is something else. I don't know which chest that is. You can see they've got these skull guys as well. These are new monsters. The Ankh Charm is really great because it does help protect me from most of these nasty things. Now, of course, if I fall on spikes, nothing's really going to help me there. So I've got to be aware of that. And yeah, things are definitely harder here, for sure. So I've got to be much more aware of my surroundings. Be careful not to fall on stuff. And I do believe my corruption chest should be nearby. I think there it is. Right, so there we go. I'm just going to loot everything really quickly, just in case I die, which is a distinct possibility. Some of these guys are ridiculous because you can kill them, and with one hit they will actually teleport around. So I'm just going to quickly zip around a bit, and I do believe I've got everything in place to say that I have been here already. So I'm not really finding new areas. I did find a bit of a new area before that I wasn't in before, but again, it was just a couple of gold chests, really nothing major. I'm going to grab a couple of these beds because I did actually move one of my beds around before. So, Kraken. Kraken is ridiculously good because it has an infinite launch. Basically, when I launch the Kraken, it will just go. And there's really nothing. So here, that's just a dead end. So there's no cooldown, it will only stay active for 25 seconds or something ridiculous like that. All of this will actually just stay live for as long as you want, which is cool. So yeah, like I said, we're just going to spend a little time in the dungeon. I'm probably going to zip back soon. Pretty happy with how things are going. I don't think there's anything really good that I've gotten. A key brand, new kind of weapon. Got some ectoplasm. You know what? Close enough. Let's get back. Let's get our nurse to come heal our wounds. And we'll sell some stuff, and then we'll get, hopefully, a new quest in the morning. So, I did buy the pulse bow. I'm not going to use it because, well, I'm not an archer. I'm not really an archer guy. 92 for that, 116 for that. I'm curious to see how it behaves. So, it's definitely better than the light disc. Okay, it's got auto swing. That's actually pretty nice. So I'm going to switch that with my light discs. I'm going to put my light discs away. I do have the solar tablet, and Scourge the Corruptor. That's actually one of the things that I was hoping to get. I believe that this is a guaranteed drop from the corruption chests in the dungeon. So, but this guy is actually really, really quite good. It is technically a melee weapon and will fire quite far, and it launches those little eater guys which will bounce around about 5 times before they disappear. So very, very good weapon, especially if you've got rooms to clear. So I think I'm going to do that. And I actually had to drop a couple of new chests around because the other ones were filling up pretty quickly. So I'm just going to do a quick stock. So I've got some power cells. These will be used for summoning the Golem, which we will do later. I grabbed all the pressure plates. One of the chests in the temple was a whatchamacallit, Danger Sense potion, which was incredibly helpful. That Danger Sense potion actually gave me the ability to find all the pressure plates that were stored in and around. Now there's one. And it was great. I didn't have to worry about accidentally running into anything. I'm going to keep the solar tablet out for now. I don't want to do that just yet. There's a reason I've got this. I did find a couple of them, and then, long story short, I ended up destroying them. So, but I found other pieces, these solar tablet fragments. It takes 8 of these to make one of these. You can use these to force a solar eclipse, and that's kind of what I want to do, and there's a reason for that, but I'll explain that later. And you know what? I'm bored. Let's go, and I happen to have something that... It's been a bit of a frustrating day, so I think I'm going to have some fun. I think I'm just going to quickly go over here to my de facto arena, and boom, we're going to get Eye of Cthulhu. We're going to see exactly how fast we can destroy him. Boom, look at that. Guys, how long was that? 10, 15 seconds? And we destroyed Eye of Cthulhu. That's just ridiculous. Right, the Godly Kraken gives 135 melee damage. Got ourselves an Unholy Arrow, that's pretty cool. Not really interested in that. I'm going to drop off a bunch of this stuff. Got a bunch of werewolves. Whatever. So, anyway, where was I? Right, I was talking about... something that's not really that important. Danger Sense potion. Let me find all the traps. I dug up all... I didn't dig up the traps, I just dug up the pressure plates. That's the word I was looking for. One of these days, guys, I will learn to prepare notes or something before I start recording videos, but be honest with you, I just felt like doing something for something fun today. So anyway, I did manage to get all those taken care of, and that was good. That made me happy. And then I ended up dealing with, actually, you know what, I can probably do just regular healing potions here. And that's fine. So that was pretty cool. I did not try taking on the Golem. There's a couple of things. He's actually not that difficult. We'll set up a couple of quick walls and whatnot to deal with him. So it's the next day. We're just going to talk to the angler. But that's going to be a video for another day. We're not going to deal with it. Okay, cool. So we're going to go do something in honey. So that's pretty sweet. So anyway, the solar tablet. I made that to force the... Actually, I'm just going to go up here. I made the solar tablet to force the ability to get a solar eclipse. And the reason for that is we had a solar eclipse in the last video, and that was just crazy. The monsters in that are crazy, crazy hard. And we did actually pretty well, all things considered, especially against the Mothron guy. And I looked him up, and I'm like, wait a minute. He is supposed to drop Eye of Cthulhu, which is, again, like the second best yo-yo in the game. Except... he never did, and I was really upset by that, and I was kind of perplexed, and I'm like, why did we not get Eye of Cthulhu with this? And it turns out he only drops it after you've defeated Plantera, and it happens that we didn't defeat Plantera yet, not at that time. We defeated him later in that episode, but not at the beginning when the solar eclipse came about. So... I want to kind of force the solar eclipse, but I want to do it on my terms. I want to do it a little bit later. I don't necessarily want to do it right away at the beginning of the day because, let's be honest, it is ridiculously long, and it's not something I want to deal with. So I will see if I can show you guys the temple. First things first, we gotta go fish in some honey. So we're gonna do that, and I'm just gonna set up a couple of, get some light in here, and gonna get my guys here to back me up. I'm going to use my fishing potion. I'm going to use my sonar potion just so I can see what's going on. And I'm going to go fishing. And we're just going to get the first thing right away. So we're going to do a little more fishing because I want to see if there's anything better to get in the honey. Not sure if that honey block is actually going to cause me grief or not. I will show you guys a quick look at the arena. You can see there's another Plantera spore there. That's fine. If we're bored, maybe we'll take on Plantera again. We'll do a better job of actually showing what Plantera looks like this time. But we actually did really, really well against Plantera last time. That was even before we had the Kraken. And we did quite a bit of damage with the Yetis. So kind of curious about that. Maybe that's what we will do. Maybe we will have a little bit of fun. Because like I said, this episode, we have no plans. We're just going to run around. I mean, we destroyed Eye of Cthulhu in like 15 seconds with this yo-yo. So, okay, that's good enough. We got a bunch of honey fins. I'm not sure what they're used for. Potions of some sort, I'm sure. But I'm going to see if I can show you guys the... Go away. Let's see if I can show you guys the temple. Temple's going to be kind of hard to get to, I believe, because I don't think I have a direct path to it from here. I kind of went in a very, very roundabout way to get to the temple last time. And it wasn't so clear, and it wasn't necessarily very good, so... And I apparently have way too many of these torches up here, so I'm going to grab a couple of these. Torches are fine, but too many of them is just ridiculous. Okay. And get rid of that guy. I'm not sure if this is a new hive. This might actually be a new hive, so if it is, I think I'm actually going to just quickly stop in here. Maybe get myself a... Maybe deal with a queen bee. Because why not? Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Doesn't mean that it's not here. This means I'm not seeing it yet. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have the queen bee. Come on, queen bee, I know you want a piece of me. There. Defeated the queen bee as well. That took a little bit longer, not because she was difficult, but simply because we couldn't hit her. So there we go. We've defeated two soft core bosses relatively easily. So that was pretty good. So now I just got to figure out where did I get... Where's a path over to the temple? These angry trappers bother me because they're supposed to drop the Uzi. And I could have sworn I've defeated enough of them that I should have gotten the Uzi by now, but alas, no such luck. And that's fine. I am going to have to keep a close eye. Get rid of the hive, because I don't really need that. I can get rid of that. just start killing these guys. I'm just trying to take a look at my mini-map, see if there's any paths I can take. I'm going to see if there's any way to sneak around up here. But yeah, the trappers are supposed to drop Uzis. I've never had them drop an Uzi. Makes me slightly bitter because, like I said, I would love to have had the Uzi. I have not, so whatever. Okay, I'm going to zip across. I'm just going to dig through here. I ended up going with the worm hook as well because it does do a bit more, has a bit more reach than the ivy whip that I've been using for the longest time. I'm going to have bees coming after me because I'm dealing with the, going through the hive, which makes them upset, but again, c'est la vie, that doesn't really bother me. Okay, so now... Okay. Corruptor, right, so you can see the corruption is spreading. So, little known fact, when you defeat Plantera, maybe well known fact, but wasn't obvious to me at first until I read about it. When you defeat Plantera, it actually slows down the spread of the corruption and the hallow. So that's cool. So we don't necessarily have to worry about those things creeping up on us anymore. Well, it still happens, but it doesn't happen as quickly. I think it cuts it down to about a third of the speed, which is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, I do believe this is close to where I've kind of made a little, some headway into sneaking down towards the temple. Kind of like a mini elevator, but okay, so I've obviously got way too much stuff here. Get rid of the hive. Get rid of the gel. I don't really need that. Lesser healing is fine to get rid of. Flaming arrow. What time is it? Alright, it's 2 in the afternoon. That's fine. I don't need moon glow. I can get that. The Evans sand I don't need. Blink root I don't need. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna follow the path. Here we go. Just look for the torches, because I remember setting up torches as I made my way over to the temple. It should just be around here, to be honest with you. There it is. You can see the entryway to the temple. So this is the temple here. They have these chests in here, and as you can see, there's stuff that I've purposely left behind because I didn't really need it at the time. I set all these torches to see where I'm going. You can see that this is the door. This was locked. This, even if you could get to the temple, you can't open this door until you defeat Plantera. So after I defeated Plantera, I don't know if I have a danger sense. I do, so I'm going to turn it on just so you can see here. These are the traps that will do all sorts of stuff. So these guys, I don't know if those are spiky ball traps that literally drop stuff down on you. There are spiky ball traps. There are spike traps that either fly up or fall down. We're gonna just give you a quick run through of what everything looks like here. I don't know if there's any blocks that I have on my person that might actually help. So you can do some initial setup. But I'll show you where the golem will spawn from. And then we will explain kind of the strategy that we're going to use to move forward when we're going to be attacking him. So this place is much, much smaller than the other dungeon where you defeat Skeletron Prime, or Skeletron, I should say, not Skeletron Prime. And it is not that bad. You do have to be careful. I would not recommend going in here without a danger sense potion at all. Just because it's, yeah, it is full of traps. Like you can see anything here. I think these are flame traps. They'll actually fire flames at you, like fire, like full on fire. The other thing that sucks is you can't destroy these. You have to defeat the golem to get a strong enough pickaxe to actually get through these blocks. So you can't just mine your way through, which makes sense because otherwise, you know, why would you bother defeating Plantera? But this here, this is the altar that we will use to summon our good friend, the Golem. So the idea is to block off a wall here, just so that you don't have these guys running in and dealing with you, or to have to deal with them early on. And yeah, set up a couple of walls, maybe wall him in, and just kind of sit on the outside and just start attacking him. You have to defeat, very much like Skeletron Prime or Skeletron, you have to defeat his head, his arms and his body and his legs or whatever else. I think there's 3 parts to him. I can't remember if it's his head, his body, and his arms. I think those are the 3. But if you manage to defeat the head, you defeat him completely. So again, easier said than done. So anyway, in reading about him, if you have the Eye of Cthulhu, which is the second most powerful yo-yo in the game, which you can get from Mothron, who spawns because of the solar eclipse event, you can actually... Okay, so the day is finishing off. I'm just going to quickly teleport back, hand in my fish. And then maybe I'll go back and do a quick... Okay, did I get anything good from you? I don't think that I did. That's fine. Let's go hand stuff in. Like I was saying, the Eye of Cthulhu can defeat the Golem in record time. If you have a godly modifier on it, you can actually defeat the Golem ridiculously quickly, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do, is defeat him quickly. And so yeah, I would love to be able to do that. I'm going to go over to my potions and quickly put this stuff away. I'm going to sell a bunch of this stuff as well. The honey fin I'm going to keep. And yeah, I know this is probably incredibly boring for you guys, and I apologize for that. But, oh, we got a crate potion. You know what? We can use that for our next go. And I'm just going to sell off most of this stuff. The cursed flame, can I not put that away? Maybe it ran out of space. I think I ran out of space. No. There we go. Begun. Right. It's amazing how quickly you can run out of space with stuff. But it is what it is. And that's fine. I'm going to keep the bait. I'm going to keep... This is my standard loadout. Thorn potion, bowl of soup, iron skin regen potion, as well as always having a couple of healing potions on standby as well. So I'm going to quickly sell these other things. Maybe we'll go see if we can summon something else. So I am curious to see how quickly can we kill things in this game. I have an idea, actually. Let me just quickly... I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to get rid of that. Mostly because I can get this stuff again relatively easily. I am going to put the bed in my piggy bank, because that way I can easily get another bed wherever I am for whatever reason. And then, yeah, we can do that. And the solar fragments, I can't remember where I put those. I think they're up here. So, stock those. No. Yes, no, maybe so. Power cell. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Good. Let's go have some fun. You know what? We defeated... Let's see. Who did we defeat? We defeated... Yeah, oh yeah, you know we're going to do this. And we're going to do it twice. So, we defeated Eye of Cthulhu. We defeated the Queen Bee. We could probably defeat the Destroyer, and we could probably defeat... I'm sorry, not Destroyer, Eater of Worlds. And we could probably defeat Skeletron relatively easily. But I don't have the easy summoning items for those right now. I do have the Clothier Voodoo Doll somewhere, but I gotta go find the Clothier, kill him, do all that stuff. I think... Oh, shoot. Wrong weapon. I thought it was on my yo-yo. Anyway, we defeated them relatively quickly, so we're going to see how quickly we can destroy Wall of Flesh with this yo-yo. Yeah, we're just going to send it out in front of us, deal with any sort of cobwebs that might slow us down. We can hear a couple. And yeah, we'll see how quickly we can do that. So we're not even breaking a sweat. We're not even giving them an opportunity to really hit us, to cause us any real damage. So, and that's fine. I realize my minions, my little twins, are doing some assisting as well, and that's fine with them. I'm not saying they're useless. They're far from it. But we're going to have some fun with Wall of Flesh and just see how quickly we can destroy it. So, we have the Mega Shark, we have the Flamethrower as well, but again, I personally am a huge fan of the yo-yos. We're going to try to use the yo-yo as much as possible, unless we absolutely see a need to use the others. I will use the Mega Shark actually to start, because they do... because of the bullets that I have, the chlorophyll bullets, they will kind of home in on enemies. So the guys like the hunger, those little tentacle things that come out of the Wall of Flesh, will be able to deal with them. Okay, let you guys do that. Go away. What? How was I slain? I wasn't even paying attention. See what happens. You're thinking you're gonna deal with these guys, and instead, like a chump. Like a chump, like a chump, Sorry. That was horrible. Alright, we're here. Boom, boom, boom. Do the same standard loadout we would do. Let's go back down. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. And then we're going to go kill Wall of Flesh again. This is why we brought two. If I'm lucky he's still there. I highly doubt that he is. I think he despawns immediately after you die. And that's fine. So again, thanks for watching, guys. We are getting close. After we defeat... the Golem, we essentially have Duke Fishtron. He's some sort of like pig-fish dragon hybrid. And then after him, I think it's the Lunatic Cultist. And then it's the Moon Lord. So there are other events. There's a Martian invasion event. There is the Halloween event. There's a winter event. Both things that you can force to have happen. Oh, hey. Oh, so you were waiting for me. How kind. Oh, shoot. I actually said I was going to use my Mega Shark on you. So I guess I should do that. Okay, so there. We used the Mega Shark. That was pretty easy. So we got a Wall of Flesh mask. We got a bunch of stuff. So that wasn't really fair because I didn't use the Mega Shark completely on him. So we should do that again. Let's try that again. Let's go all the way across. Do it again. Because, hey, why not? And then after we're done this, we will saunter on back because it should be about time for the next fishing quest. And we're just going to see if we can get some of the fishing equipment. Because that's really what I'm trying to do here, is actually get the fishing equipment so that I can make the cell phone. Okay. Come on. Why am I not getting a chance to... There's probably a cooldown. You know what? I bet you there's a cooldown for the Wall of Flesh. Okay. So these red devils actually hit like trucks. So that would explain why I died so easily. So we're just going to zip back. Let's go sell a bunch of things. Then... we should be good to talk to the angler. Fire feather, I want to keep that because I think I can use that for fancy new wings, which I don't really care about. The Pone Hammer, the Summoner Emblem. That's pretty cool. I might keep that. Demonite Brick, don't care, don't care. Magma Stone, I'm pretty sure I have one of those, but I'm going to keep it anyway. The summon damage and stuff. This is actually pretty good, but I'm going to keep that alone for now. And everything else I'm just going to leave as it is. Let's go talk to the angler. See what the quest is. Jungle Surface. Okay. We're going to do one more fishing trip and then we're going to call it a day. And then later... we will come back and we will take a quick little walk over and prepare for... I don't think we're going to take on the... I honestly don't think that we're going to take on the Golem first. I think what I will be doing is actually creating another solar eclipse event, but I'll probably start it much later. Like, I'll probably start it at... I would say noon or so, and that should give me enough time to defeat these guys without worrying about it too much. I'm not going to take my minecart, I'm just going to fly. And this should be good enough. In and around here. Right, this should be fine. So to limit my exposure, I'm just going to do it from within my house. So, oh, the guide, that's right. I couldn't possibly have summoned the Wall of Flesh again because I killed the guide. Forgot about that. Okay, let's do the usual, the sonar potion and the fishing potion, just to speed stuff up. Let these guys deal with things. I didn't even see what that was. Bass. Yeah, between the turtle armor and my little minions here. A derp fish, is that what I was looking for? It is. Alright, so we got our derp fish. Let's zip back. Let's go talk to our angler, who's probably hiding in a door. Alright, now Scram. Did you give me what I'm looking for? No. The Wall of Flesh mask. Anyway, guys, that will do for now. I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm going to keep a bunch of stuff out of the way. I'm going to keep fishing. I'm hopefully going to get a fish finder eventually. And the other fishing items, like a fishing journal and whatnot. That's what I'm hoping. And then once I have that, I will go forth and deal with kind of combining all of these with my magic mirror to create a PDA so that I can get even more space. And we can go from there and have some fun. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below, like, favorite, subscribe, and until next time, I will talk to you later.